Vanakkam viewers. Uh, Today we have got a car which is sort of important because over here with me is the Mahindra. This is the 3XO because the company feels that they have added a whole lot of new features. They have increased the expectations of the average buyer by nearly three times because of the number of features available variant to variant in comparison to competing brands. So yes, we take a closer look at this car. Stick with me and I'll tell you what the Mahindra 3XO is all about. To start with the exteriors of the car, now if you look at the front, it's quite different from the old TUV 300. Now you have, for the beams, you have LED projectors here. The main beam, high beam, you could say, is with the halogen lamp here. The front grille is different. They have done a new design here. The air damps are different. This gives a very nice look to the vehicle. And of course, you have daytime running lights. And although you have provisions like, this butch macho looking cladding over here, let's not forget the side still looks like the old TUV 300. Of course, you have ultrasonic sensors and cameras here because this particular variant of the vehicle has advanced driver assistance systems or ADAS. Of course, 360-degree cameras are mounted right here. But as I said, the side more or less looks like the older car. Now, the rear is again somewhat treated differently. Let me show it to you. Now you saw the front and the side, so we come to the rear of the car. Now I must point out something here. The company firmly believes that the XUV 3XO is actually a smaller version of its main class-leading SUV, the XUV 700. So they've incorporated a lot of stuff from there, including the nomenclature here, which is for naming the models. Now, of course, over here you get these connected DRLs and running lights at the back, which has become a sort of fashion today. And you have that diamond cut that we were talking about earlier, reflectors. It looks neat. I mean, it doesn't look massive, but it looks neat. It's quite a wide vehicle. I love these four skid plates at the back. And of course, what is very important for us is the luggage or dicky space, as we call it. Now, if I was to open this, the loading lip is a bit high. So if you have heavy stuff, lifting it could be challenging. But then the company says that it's about 295 liters up till here of luggage space, and if you sort of put it till this level, it is 364. That's sufficient space. I would not say it is the best you can get, but yeah, it is definitely a lot of space available for an average Indian family. Now let's take a look at the interiors. So sitting in the front seats of the car, we take a look at the interiors, and what immediately strikes to the mind is this beautiful combination of white grayish and the black and the dark gray. I think it gives the car a very classy and a very elegant look. There's a Harman Kardon sound system. Of course, you have a nice big screen over here. And since this is the top end model, even the instrument cluster is actually a digital screen. So all your important information like speed, your RPM, even a map display can be configured on this. Going on to here, you have the drive modes, the three drive modes that the company claims makes a difference. And of course, you have a full automatic temperature control FATC here. These are some more buttons for that. Now, this is the automatic transmission with the electronic parking brake. But what I wanted to actually point out to you here is a 65-watt USB-C charger. So phones and tablets which are capable of taking that charging power, it's there. There's of course a conventional USB-A, and over here I can put my phone, and there you go, wireless charging. Small cubby hole here. You can keep the keys, or you can keep small stuff here. Controls on the steering wheel, which are standard, and overall, I think this car makes a lot of sense. Of course, what is there to entice you, especially, is this large sunroof. Now, the company says that this is the largest sunroof in the segment. So, if you sort of, open it, it really slides back quite a lot. And whether you just want to take a look at the stars or whatever you want to do, this sunroof fulfills its purpose. Now, I personally find sunroofs very gimmicky, but yeah, they are the thing in demand these days. And so now we are sitting at the back, and we were talking about the safety of this car at an earlier point. So it has six airbags, so you have the SRS airbag thing standard here. Now the seat space at the back is quite good. I'm very comfortable here in spite of my rather large frame, if I can say that. Now the company says that 67.2% of the length of the car is in the internal spacing, and I can believe that because there's plenty of leg space here. And of course, you have a few other features. You have air vents for the back. You have a USB charger here also, USB-C charger, and you have a 12-volt socket for other things. And my favorite thing, of course, is this armrest, which is again makes the drive very comfortable. You have a place for your favorite beverages. The only downside, I can think of here is that this whitish upholstery will get dirty very quick. But hey, that doesn't stop you from being the boss, right? Now, as I say, let's come to the heart of the matter. This car comes with two engine options and multiple gearbox options. But I would like to show you something when I unlock the bonnet. You will just see something very unique. Now, you will see that there's a small alarm that sounds, and the hazard lights start flashing. Now, this is a safety thing, so when you have the bonnet open, if you're parked on the side of the road or something, then others know that you're parked on the side. Anyway, let's get on with the task of opening the bonnet. Quite heavy because, of course, the car has a lot of steel in it. It's quite safe, but yeah. So what you're seeing here is the gasoline. What I mean is the petrol engine. Now, this is a 1200 cc unit. This produces about 130 horses and about 230 newton meters of torque if you take it with the manual transmission. However, there is an Eisen 6-speed torque converter available, proper automatic. Huh? And that one boosts the torque by 20 newton meters more to 250 newton meters. Now, this is a petrol engine. There's a diesel unit available as well. The diesel one is 1500 cc, and that has about 117 horses and 300 newton meters of torque. Now, that can be paired with either a manual transmission or an automated manual transmission, what we call AMT. Now, these are figures on paper. The actual proof of the pudding is in eating it. So let us drive this car and see how it performs. So now we are sitting and driving the XUV 3XO. This is the petrol engine model as we had talked about, and this one comes with those 130 horses and about 250 newton meter of torque in the automatic version. Note that the manual version comes with 230. It's the automatic that comes with a 250 newton meter torque. Engine response is very good. I mean, the company claims you can do 0 to 60 kilometers an hour in about 4 seconds. And I find it quite believable because the response is fabulous. But also, I must add that it's a very quiet cabin, not much noise from outside intrudes. So you can have a quiet conversation. Uh, and the music system is good. But there's always a but, right? But the point is that cabin noise comes from the tires. The tires make a hell of a lot of noise. That is what we are hearing more in the cabin. You will hear a constant rumble on the side, and that is because there's a lot of tire noise in the car. But apart from that, I find it's a very comfortable car. Now, whether you're upgrading from hatchback or let us say this is your first SUV, whichever way you look at it, I think this is one vehicle that represents a good value for money. And we talked about the interiors and how comfortable the seats were and so on and so forth. I think overall it makes a great value proposition. So folks, how did you like our review of the brand new Mahindra XUV 3XO? The car has a lot of positives. Every vehicle has its positives and its negatives, but I think the positives far outweigh the negatives. The main thing is what is the price of the vehicle. So the pricing starts at about 7.49 lakh rupees and goes up to 13.99 for this particular variant X showroom, which means on road it's going to cost you probably 16 if you go for something like this. Now, has Mahindra done a good job? I would say yes, because the overall looks, the overall features, very good. Some stuff is missing, like ventilated front seats, which I am now missing from other vehicles. But the way the seats are made, the perforated leatherette and all, I think that this feature will come in very soon. And so would we advise for this car? Yes, I think it makes a great small family SUV. As I said earlier, whether you're trading up from a hatchback or you just want your first SUV, this makes a great proposition. So I hope you enjoyed being with Indulge Auto and reviewing the cars. And very soon we'll be back with you for another edition. Please subscribe our channel and keep watching. Drive safe and always wear your seatbelt.